Konnichiwa. Oh wait a minute. Actually, this bit is for Asian food, Chinese food. So, ni hao ma. Um, so yeah, in our search to find some good Chinese food in San Diego, which has been long and very unrewarding in most cases, we found that Tasty Noodle House popped up. Never been there before, and looked like legit food, so we want to go check it out. Here's the menu. So here the menu shows a assortment of main dishes, including various types of soups like hot and sour soup, a classic, vegetable with fish soup, some of the entrees like beef and scallion. You have some crispy pork um, and braised pork shoulder, excellent Shanghainese specialty. Tasty Noodle House primarily focuses on Shanghainese cuisine. So there's some classic Shanghainese stuff, including Xiao Long Bao, which is like a soup dumpling, and some others which we will show and highlight in this video. So on to the food. One of the obligatory items you have to order at a Shanghainese restaurant is or otherwise known as the Xiao Long Bao, which is a soup dumpling. We went with the traditional pork soup dumpling. They're not as neat and tidy as Din Tai Fung, but again, who is, right? But that's pretty close. Pretty close approximation. You get, let's see, 2, 4, 6, I believe 8 Xiao Long Baos with the order. They're pretty tasty, juicy. Inside there's a lot of soup that comes out, and so overall pretty good Xiao Long Bao. Probably the best Xiao Long Bao I've had in San Diego, but still probably not on the level of Din Tai Fung. We also ordered the seaweed crispy fish fillet. This was it just looked kind of interesting. Basically they wrapped some whitefish fillets, and then they basically wrapped it in seaweed and then deep fried it. Then they put some scallions on top. Surprisingly, actually, the flavor was mild and actually very, very nice. So I would say if you have a chance, try out the seaweed crispy fish fillets. Another classic Chinese dish that I really like is the hot and sour soup. Gotta have it with the Xiao Long Bao. So in many places when you go get hot and sour soup, it's either hot or it's sour. Oftentimes never hot and sour, and oftentimes you have to fiddle around with the flavorings. But actually at Tasty Noodle House, the hot and sour soup actually came out hot, basically spicy, and sour. So I would say well done, very good hot and sour soup. As our last dish, we wanted to try out one of their specialties and probably the most popular item on their menu. This is the Sheng Jian Bao. So it's a variant of the soup dumpling, but instead of a soft outside shell or wrapping, they do more of a more bready, thicker wrap. And they basically then pan fry the bottom so that the outside is nice and crispy, and inside you still have that nice soupy, porky center. And I would say this was outstanding, probably their best item. If you get a chance to go to Tasty Noodle House, this is one item that you should definitely try. It does take a little bit of time to make. You get about 8 of these in one order, but definitely put it in when you get there, because it sometimes can take 20-30 minutes before it comes out. You'll definitely enjoy this dish, so definitely get it. Having ordered so much food, you'd think it's going to break the bank, but actually total with tax was pretty low. It was less than $40. So I think with the amount of food you're going to get, it's actually pretty good value as long as you choose the right dishes. And I would say the 4 dishes that we picked here, none of them were disappointed. I liked each and every one of them. So when you go, definitely try out these dishes. You can't go wrong. So in terms of the review, you can see our scores right here. Some of the highlights of the meal, I would say definitely the Sheng Jian Bao, basically the pan-fried soup dumplings. That was one of the highlights and definitely signature dishes at Tasty Noodle House. The hot and sour soup I really enjoyed as well. And surprisingly, the fish dish was pretty good. The Xiao Long Bao, probably the best I've had here in San Diego. But if you really want the best Xiao Long Bao, I'd say go try out Din Tai Fung in Orange County or LA. But if you really have a hammering for Xiao Long Bao, Tasty Noodle House is a good option here in San Diego. Overall, though, the food was good. Service was very efficient. So yeah, overall, definitely will go back to Tasty Noodle House and try their food again. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it down below and subscribe to our channel to check out our other videos. Take care.